our fourth floor. It's a med-surg unit.
And I'm Nicole Roy. I'm the manager of the surgical and medical ICU units.
The first position we're going to talk about is the unit clerk. We have on our floor in all of the med-surg units, except for ortho, there's a unit clerk at the desk 24 hours a day. The unit clerk's job is to answer the phones, they make consults for the provider, they monitor our telemetry monitors, they look for any changes in any of the heart rhythms, and they notify the nurse. They're a valuable asset to our team. In my opinion, they set the tone for the floor, so we're always looking for calm people who can handle stressful situations.
It also only requires a high school diploma or equivalent. Previous clerical support or healthcare experience is preferred, and you get plenty of on-the-job training and orientation for this position. So the nursing assistant role assists in the treatment and care of the patient under the direction of the staff RN. This requires a high school diploma or equivalent, and this also has on-the-job training. This looks a little different for all of the units. I know for ICU, it's more of a collaborative approach where the nursing assistant works with the nurse in the room to provide almost total care for our patients based on the acuity. You're also responsible for getting vital signs, turning the patient, bathing the patient, toileting the patient, which is similar to the med-surg and other units as well.
The staff RN promotes health, prevents disease, and cares for patients with illnesses and injuries. It's associate degree in nursing or a bachelor's degree in nursing, a valid license to practice in the state of Ohio. And some of the schools you can attend are Columbus State, COTC, Hawking College, Mount Carmel, Ohio University. On the med-surg floor, our nursing ratios are 5-to-1 on day shift, 6-to-1 on night shift.
And in the ICU, we are a 2-to-1 ratio, and in our SPCU and medical PCU, it's 3 or 4-to-1 ratio on those units as well. Talking about critical care specifically, so we have a medical and surgical ICU that is made up of one group of staff. We are a 2-to-1 ratio. You're going to see things in the medical ICU, status post code, ventilators, ARDS patients, and then in our surgical ICU, those are where our open heart patients go, which can be a 1-to-1 care, 2-to-1 days and nights. Surgical PCU and medical PCU are two separate units owned by different leadership. The ratios are 3 to 4-to-1, and they are based on acuity. You're going to see a lot of step-down patients that aren't sick enough to be in the ICU, but may see some trach vents, some drips, chest tubes, potentially.
The medical surgical units are a little different. All of the ratios are the same, 5 on days, 6 on nights. Each of the units specializes in their own type of care with a sprinkling of all other types of illnesses and patients as well. Fourth med-surg, we are a 29-bed unit, and we specialize in neuro and CHF. Fifth floor is our comfort care patients, so they have 4 beds dedicated to that. That's their specialty. Orthopedic is our joints. That's their specialty, but they also get med-surg patients as well. 2 surgical is usually our pre or post-op patients, and that's where they go, and that is their specialty.
So for all new hires for all new grads that get hired to FMC, we have the graduate nurse residency program, and this involves the first year of your hire date, and it includes areas like professional communication, prioritization, delegation, working with other people that are going through the processes at the same time as you, and just offers a lot of support to our new grads and new hires at the facility. So we want to introduce Taylor McCartney. She is a nursing assistant in the ICU and has been with us for a couple years, and she's just going to share her story about being a nursing assistant, going through nursing school, and what that experience has been like for her.
Thank you.
Okay, so I've been a nursing assistant since 2021 in the ICU at FMC. I like to say that I have a lot of experience on other units too, just because we do get to float to different units. So speaking on behalf of all nursing assistants, I can 100% say that I would do it over and over again starting nursing school. I started nursing school the same year I was employed here, and every hour I'm here, I feel like I learn something new that's going to help me in my journey through school, which it has significantly. I've had the opportunity to watch a ton of nurses do their skills. I've been allowed to ask questions and kind of step in on different things that have been really helpful as I'm learning these things in school. I can also say on behalf of the unit clerk position that I am cross-trained in that too. So that position has also been beneficial throughout nursing school because of the heart monitors that we have to watch at the desk and stuff. Those rhythms and all of that comes in our third year of nursing school, and I probably wouldn't have done very well if it weren't for here in that subject at school. Tons of opportunities there. I've had the opportunity to be a full-time, part-time, and contingent employee as a nursing assistant. Just with my different schedules with school, I've kind of had to back down from full-time to contingent to allow more time for school. But with all of those different positions, you get different benefits. Full-time and part-time is the tuition reimbursement, which is probably one of the best things that comes with kind of the role too, because they are helping, I believe it is tax-free tuition assistance to you to put towards your books, tuition, and anything that will come with school. And then they also have a ton of scholarship opportunities for those employees as well that you can apply for every year, and well, I think twice a year, and hope to get those too to help you with your school. I think I did say this, but I will say it again. I would go back 3 years ago, and I would also be a nursing assistant here just because of how much I've grown, and I'm really looking forward to graduating in the spring and being a nurse here. I don't plan on leaving. It's a wonderful environment, and I would once again do it over and over again.
Thank you. Thanks, Taylor.
So I'm Kellie Sharp, and I am the Workforce Development Specialist at Fairfield Medical Center. The next thing I want to talk about, though, is how we can financially support you if you decide that you would like to go on your career journey and what that can do for you, whether it's imaging or it's something else entirely different. But what we offer to start out with would be a tuition assistance, and that is for part-time or full-time employees. You do need to be employed with us a minimum of 6 months before you can utilize it, and it does have a 1-year commitment when you do use it. When you are part-time, it's $2,500 reimbursement every year, and then when you're full-time, it's $5,250 every year, and that renews once a calendar year in January. And then the next thing we have that's very specific to a few different areas, one of them being imaging, is let me back up. This is not specific to anything. It's one of the scholarships that we have. We have 2 different types in the organization. This one is the Foundation Scholarship. And again, this is for part-time and full-time employees, and the amount's going to vary. You may have seen where that application was running this past summer, and the deadline just finished up for that for submission. But the employee does need to be employed with us a minimum of 1 year, utilizing the tuition assistance if it's applicable to you. And it is a 1-year commitment, and it's that you apply for that every summer. And when you apply for it in the summer, then they start their interview process towards the end of the summer, and then they go through that process in figuring out if you're going to be awarded and how much. And that amount may differ every year from the previous year if you were awarded that. The additional scholarship is the one I was originally referring to, and that is what we call the Hard to Recruit Scholarship. So that's specific to certain positions. So that is going to be imaging. It's also going to be respiratory therapists, MLT and MLS, which that's at our lab, and then registered dietitians, and surgery, so scrub techs. That is going to be, if you're getting an associate's degree, you're going to receive a $10,000 scholarship, and if it's a bachelor's degree, it's a $15,000 scholarship, and it's a 2-year commitment. The way this one differs a little bit is you really don't even have to be employed with us to get this scholarship. So we would love the opportunity to partner with you to see if maybe we have employment that would benefit you and us here as a team together, but you don't have to. So if you're getting ready to start a program or you know somebody in one of these areas, just reach out to me and I can send on that application process and talk to that person and we can figure out how to move forward and find out if that's a good fit for them. But this is definitely a good way to go. And if you think about it, so from a perspective for if you are employed, you can use tuition assistance, you can use foundation scholarship, and you can use the hard to recruit scholarship. So by the time it's said and done, you've received a lot of financial assistance to help you achieve your goals. So for about career awareness and exploration, you can go to our website and you can just kind of look at posted positions if you're interested, and you can see what's posted, maybe what's out there, if you would like, just to kind of gauge what that even looks like. You can also job shadow in these areas. Say maybe you've never thought of imaging before, or maybe you come to another one of these that we're having and you want to see what it even is like in those areas. We encourage job shadowing, so you could reach out to me and we can set that up and I can work with that leadership team to do that. And then you can also email me, call me, and we can just sit down and have a conversation about maybe what your goals are and what you're thinking, and we can help work together to achieve what that is and help get you there.